Hello, beautiful people. I am talking today about living from inspired action. It only takes a moment of intention to live from this inspiration, but without that intention, life is very different in a lower frequency way. So let's dive in so we can rise high. My name's Rebecca Abraxas. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to remember our greatness together here. Boop. All right, are you ready to bing? Yes, today I had an image of people binging. What do I mean by binging? Binging, I just see people opening up their crown like a funnel, and being this big flashlight with awesome high vibe energy. Bing! And we all bing at a different time. Bing! And perhaps some days we aren't binging and some days we are. Some days we keep choosing it, sometimes we don't. So how do we live an inspired life? I'm gonna be quite candid with you here right now. I just tried to do a video. And it was on a topic that I really thought was kind of cool, but I didn't tune in and I didn't get inspired to do it. I just started, getting my video done, and I was editing it and I was like, you know what? I can tell this is not inspired. And guess what, guys? It's my birthday today. So it feels really good to live on the light side and bing and feel inspired. So what did I do to shift it and feel inspired? This is what I'm going to let you know about right now. All right, so how do we shift from feeling uninspired to living an inspired day? And I just shifted it within like 30 seconds. Living an inspired life is being the space of your beingness. Now, a lot of times we're in the space of our thinkingness instead of our beingness. And so I just experienced that just a little while ago. And it was really cool to make the shift out of my thinkingness into my beingness and go from making that other video to making this one, which feels a lot lighter and feels way better to be in this space today with my birthday. Well, all I did was I sat here, I put one hand on top of the other, and I just tuned in. Where's my inspired self? What do I really want to be talking about today? What do I really want to be sharing today? Boom! Guys, it's just a moment of intention. Our intention is going to lead us to our beingness, is going to lead us to that inspired day. Now, something I do every day is I wake up, and instead of following a routine, I kind of tune in. I kind of do a quick version again of, what are we inspired to do today? And I tune into my body. Body, what would contribute to you today? And from there, I go. And most of the time I have a detox tea and I do my meditations, and I usually do some singing. I usually walk my dog, but it's not all the time. I really tune in and see, what am I inspired to do? What is my beingness and body really, what is it going to come alive with today? And this really works for future realities too. You can just say, what would my life be like in 5 days? If I was living inspired, or, what do I want to do for my birthday? What do I want to be and do? What would the inspired living look like on my birthday? So things like that, you can actually just tune in to future realities of what would light you up and then choose from there. So the way to live an inspired life is to choose it. And by choosing it, I mean to be aware of the energy that would light you up. And now this channel is all about tuning into your ascension energy, and it's all about embodying your ascension energy. Now, I have a free discovery call if you would like to schedule one with me. If you want to learn more about these kind of frequencies and embodying these higher frequencies into your physical reality, I'd love to have that conversation with you. And so living an inspired life is all about really living moment to moment with that intention of tuning in to our beingness and our ascended selves. And you know, sometimes life can get really fast and we want to get stuff done, and all of a sudden you start doing things without tuning into that inspired self. And I do this all the time. I just did it with the video that I just made before. And I was editing it, and it had such a different feel in here. And as I was being the viewer and not the speaker, I could feel where it was coming from too. You can totally feel if something's inspired or if it's kind of just coming out of like mental stuff. And both can be a contribution. But since my channel is all about committing to living an inspired life and living an ascension energy and conscious life hacks, I was like, wow, I'm really aware of where this is coming from. I can't give them this video without feeling like I'm not living what, I'm not walking the talk. So here I am in this video, speaking from my inspired heart, tuning in first before I make the video, and coming from the space of my ascended self. And that makes all the difference. It's super simple, guys, but simple doesn't mean that it's easy or that it's easy to remember. You know, I've dedicated my life to this stuff, and I still sit down and start recording a video without like tuning in first. Now, there is the thing of like the question you ask or the practice you do becomes you. So that's how you start walking in life as a continuous meditation. You are the energy of the meditation. You are the energy of the ask. You are the energy of the inspired life. So the more you practice it, the more you just become it. And that's why when you're around certain people that seem very awake and stuff, like they just seem like they are living this presence of high vibeness, right? Like they just become it. And so I noticed that with Reiki. As I was studying Reiki for a long time, all of a sudden, like I became the Reiki. I became the energy of the symbols, and then kind of we expanded from there. And that was very interesting. There was a book by a Reiki master, and Hiroshi Doi, and he talked about that. He talked about using the symbols and using the symbols enough times to all of a sudden becoming the energy of the symbols. So when I was offering Reiki, I started to notice that I would just be offering the energy, and it didn't even occur to me to do the symbols anymore. I was just kind of like, and now I don't work with symbols anymore. I just be the energy, and I be the energy of my ascended self. So guys, what we practice, we become. What we practice, we perfect, although I don't really like that word perfect. So it's like what we practice, we become. We just become the energy of it. So how do we live an inspired life? By living an inspired life, by being an inspiration, by breathing in the high frequency of a life force prana, right? Of choosing every moment to tune in, to live consciously. Where am I coming from right now? Because there's lots, human beings are very complex. That we have the thinking mind, we have the ego, we have the knowing, we have like the things we've learned, right? All the education, academics, right? The ego's wrapped up in that. We have all our family dynamics. So what message and what are you living today? Are you living your childhood frequencies? Are you living your academia? Are you living your egoic wounds? Are you living your egoic celebrations, right? Because it goes both ways. Are you living a past life reality? Are you living your inspired beingness? And honestly, guys, what I've noticed is it's really important to just take, 10 seconds to say, whoop, this is where I'm coming from now. Everything else move out of the way. And it can be that simple. It really can be that simple. Driving a car, get in your car before you even turn the ignition. Whew, okay, ascended self, let's drive safe. Let's have the experience of an inspired life right now. And then I start driving. And I usually imagine a bubble of light around my car. So whatever action we take, I love Abraham Hicks, and they have a wonderful book called Ask and It Is Given. There's 22 processes in there. That's amazing. But one of the things they have in there, it's called pivoting, or what is it called? Pre-paving. Pre-paving, I think it's called. But the idea of pre-paving is kind of like this, whereas you set your intention for this segment. That's what it's called, segment intending. Thank you. Segment intending means that like the next segment you're going into, say if you're getting in your car, that segment of your driving, intend what you want. I intend that my inspired self will be driving the car and we will get there with ease and it'll be just a beautiful unfolding. And then when you get out of the car, that next segment, you're going to intend for that to be lovely, or whatever you want to get out of it. You get to kind of be the co-creator of that. So each segment of your day, before you start that new segment, just put your hand on your heart and where do you want to be coming from? Your inspired self, and intend what you would like to have from that segment. That's living an inspired life. So what do you have going on today? Can you kind of break it up to segments? What's happening next in your day after you get done watching this video? All right, when you turn off this video, when you hit the stop button, I want you to stop in your tracks, put your hand on your heart. That's your next segment is starting. And so tune in to your inspired self and say, I intend this next part to go this way and to have this experience. Okay? So that's living an inspired life. And I'm sure I could do lots more videos on living an inspired life. So maybe to be continued. It's a big topic. And this is the last year I'm going to be having a birthday in my 40s. So today I am 49 and it is a beautiful, beautiful day. And I am intending to take my inspired self into every moment. And whenever I feel in this day, I'm going to use this day as a practice. Whenever I feel uninspired, I'm going to tune back in and segment intend. This is going to be the greatest day of my life. Yours too? All right, everybody, look for the good. Look for the good in everyone and everything. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm just going to put a shout out to Jason Mraz, his new album. It's called Look for the Good. I really encourage you to go find that song. It goes like this. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everyone. It's actually a reggae song. So go check it out. It's his new album. He's like one of my songwriter heroes. Love the guy. And by all means, join the High Vibe Tribe. Click the subscribe button. Ring the bell. Thank you so much. And if you want to join in on a free discovery call to help you just embody your ascension energy, or if you have any questions about, raising your vibration and the wonky things that are happening in your life, let's get on a call together. Thank you, beautiful one.